year, the Woodbury County Cattlemen's Association honors one of its own. This year, we're pleased to honor Howard Logan for that award. Over the years, producers have come and gone through our organization. Many leave long-lasting impacts, and Howard is certainly one of those.
Moville, Iowa, and have lived there all my life, except when I was in the service, and have been in the cattle business since 1948. Worked from the farm in the summer, and I must have been a pretty mean kid because I had a couple sisters and a couple brothers, and they got rid of me and put me out at the farm, and I didn't get allowed to come into town except Saturday nights. So 42, I graduated from Moville and went to the first year of college. At that point I was 17. I went back to Iowa State and graduated in 48 in agricultural economics. After World War II, I was feeding cattle here, but I was still in the Naval Reserve until I got called back into the Korean War. And at that point, I sold my farm that I was feeding cattle on, and didn't get back into it until about 1952 when I got back from Korea. So I've fed cattle ever since. I've always gone to Montana to buy my calves. I've never had a cow herd. I go out to the livestock auctions out there each fall and bring the calves back to the feedlots here in Moville area. Found two people out west that I had complete confidence in. One of them was a man by the name of Dave Deere at Great Falls, Montana, and the other was a man by the name of Ward Johnson from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Ward used to be in Sergeant Bluff, and he worked for Armour, and Armour sent him out to Billings to run their livestock auction out there, and then he went to Idaho Falls to work for Floyd Skelton, and who was one of the people that you might read about in any story about the cattle industry. Right now I got about 1,500 on feed here in Iowa. It used to be the cattle business in the area was conducted by the Sioux City stockyards. They would have the ranchers bring cattle in from Montana and Wyoming, South Dakota, so forth, and the purchase of livestock to put on feed was done in the pens in Sioux City stockyards. But
started going out there, they rode the train back and had unloaded them cattle out of them sidecars into straight trucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they all come into Sioux City, and there was a certain place in the city where the trains parked, and then he had all the trucks lined up so they could back up and get the cattle out of the trains, and then haul them back out here to Moville.
Yeah.
Howard Logan was really an economic development director early on for Woodbury County. He brought cattle and livestock in from other states and encouraged folks in this area to feed those cattle. He obviously utilized local sources for that grain and utilized truckers and sent those cattle to packers right here within this area.
The IBP started boxing the beef, so at that point we had to change the kind of beef that we were producing for them, because they were our best market.
Ward's wife would never call Howard Howard. She always called him Mr. Iowa.
We are so lucky to have someone like Howard Logan representing Woodbury County, regardless of whether he's in Washington, D.C. in front of the American Bankers Association or he's on a ranch out in Idaho. How lucky are we to have someone of his character and his integrity representing those of us that live here and work in Woodbury County. Some of our past recipients have been in varied portions of the livestock industry. Howard truly has a wide-ranging involvement in the livestock industry and especially in the cattle industry.
The thing of it is, you think back, he was a banker. That was his business. Bought, from his dad, and then all of a sudden this love of the cattle business when he was young started. Think about, how would you like to go out there today and start lining up calves for 50 different families back in your hometown and have the foresight to buy them and to have them shipped to this, and then to hope that everything works out with the guy feeding them and paying the bills and all that going on at the same time he's the banker. You think about that. Not everybody can do that. And hey, went through tough times then as we're doing now. Remember?
70s were tough.
70s were tough. 80s were, early 80s were a disaster, and so he's been up and down and up and down. But people don't think about that he did that.
The big thing we had was the mad cow disease thing about 10 years ago that just absolutely ruined the cattle business in America for a long period of time. We're faced now with a new attitude by the American consumer toward natural beef, toward cattle, the use of antibiotics in cattle. All of those things are splintering the market, making it difficult to keep things separated. Just this last couple of weeks, the country of origin labeling laws were repealed, and so that was a major win for the packing business.
As we've transitioned from First Trust and Savings Bank to Security National Bank, one of the pleasures I've had of being involved in this office is just hearing Howard communicate with the borrowers and also the livestock folks that he deals with on a regular basis. As we've just gone through a really tough couple of months in the cattle industry, Howard really encouraged people, not by saying that the prices were going to go up or anything like that, but his encouragement came in the form of, gosh, that pen of cattle you've got on feed look really great right now. Things that those producers have control over. And
first moved here and didn't really know what I wanted to do. And one day he calls me in and says, hey, he says, I come into the bank. He said, would you be interested in feeding cattle? And I said, man, I think I'd really like that. And helped me get started and took me out there to Montana and met a lot of neat people. It was interesting to see how, like Kurt said, how he's grown and got a great friendship with everyone out there, and taught me a lot about. His big thing was quality, the quality of cattle that he got, and it shows in the end when you're feeding cattle, and that was probably one of the major things that I've picked up from Howard. He he's big on quality cattle, and
Yeah.
I feel terrible. I know I'd get done feeding and think,
I know
I guess I
exactly
better
what
go
you're
into the
saying.
bank and tell Howard I lost another calf. And it just felt terrible when I'd get here and I'd tell him, lost a calf today. And he'd say, oh, and just make light of it. And he didn't make you feel bad about it. He encouraged you to keep on going.
Where you're feeding cattle, he had a family there that had cattle and farmed. And then down Babcock's, down to South Place, he had a family there feeding cattle and farming. And then he had a family on the Smith farm. He had a family over where your mother-in-law lives now. Had a family there that fed cattle. Oh gosh, I just can't think of all those places. But those people all raised 4 or 5 kids or more.
Raised their families. He said, "Oh, your operating interest rate's this, but
Like if you borrow cattle, it's this.
my cattle money's this," and it was
I
like
forgot
1% less. Years. Well, you asked Lauren Neville. If you bought cattle, it was 1% less for cattle money. There's more than just cattle dealers. As a banker, and to keep people here to raise their family and have a nice community. That's what it was all about.
Local vets.
Yeah.
He's a local hardware store.
Yeah.
He used to buy us all turkeys, and he'd buy them at the grocery store for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I would urge that you consider the cow-calf business if you want to remain independent as a farmer.
With George and Ward Johnson. You need to mention Ward Johnson too, because that people know
Ward
that.
and Dave.
Yeah, and
Ward and Dave
Deere.
and Harold Nash.
They used to drink coffee up here every morning. All the cattle feeders that they come up and had coffee at the top of the Arlington, and then the guys would come back from Idaho once in a while and trade on the mercantile and stuff.
Yeah.
But every morning they had coffee up in the Arlington Club. All the guys would get down with their cattle, feeding chores. Do the math. Over 50 years.
Can you remember when your dad and him started? Like how were we in high school or junior high? When it was Nash and Logan order buyers.
We were in junior high.
Junior high. So, been 50.
50 years of feeding cattle.
50 years of feeding cattle. Large numbers. Grain off the farm, across the scale off the farm.
From farmers.
Local farmers.
You go up down the highway where you grew up, everybody had cattle to feed.
You get cattle for like Jerry Wood.
Oh, sure.
Rawson.
Oh, yeah. I'll buy them all.
You probably know those names more than I
Yeah.
do.
There's people I wouldn't even know. Sorensen. I think they bought cattle for Sorensen.
Congratulations, Howard. Gosh, I can't think of anyone else who is more deserving of this award. You truly exemplified livestock, cattle production in Woodbury County. Thanks for all that you've done for us.
Hello to everyone in Iowa. I'm Robert Johnson, and this is my twin brother Gary. We're from Idaho Falls, Idaho, where we live and feed cattle with Howard.
We would like to say congratulations to Howard for his award of Woodbury County Cattleman of the Year. This award couldn't go to a more deserving individual. Our father developed a business relationship with Howard through George Reiser over 40 years ago. And Robert and I continue that relationship. We partner on cattle with Howard, running cattle on summer pasture and finishing cattle at our feed yard.
Howard has a great passion for the livestock industry. Gary and I owe a great deal of our success to Howard. He leads by example in all that he does. He's a man of honesty and integrity. I'm sure that everyone that has dealt with Howard is proud of their relationship. Whether in Iowa, Idaho, or Montana, he enjoys going to the auctions to buy cattle. He enjoys looking at cattle on pasture and cattle in the feedlots. Howard generally visits Idaho in the spring and in the fall. Over the years, he has included his good friends Laura Neville, Kurt Nash, and more recently JW on his trips to Idaho. Howard, thanks for all your contributions to the livestock industry, and thanks for all that you do for Gary and myself. Once again, congratulations on your achievement, You are truly a great role model, mentor, partner, and most importantly, you are a great friend.
Howard, congratulations on a terrific award. Thanks for all your friendship and all your help through all the years and all of the things you've done for this community. It's been an honor to know you, and it's been a lot of fun, and many years ahead. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Howard. Your friendship's meant a lot to me over the years, and a good businessman, and thank you from me and my family.
Howard, congratulations, and thank you for starting a legacy in this community, and I'm so grateful to be affiliated with it with me and my family, and hope it's something that we can keep doing for years to come. Thank you.
I'm Robin Beck. Howard Logan is my grandpa, and I am so honored that he has been honored for this award. Words could never express how proud I am to be part of the legacy that you have started, and how proud I am to have you be a part of this community and all the things that you have done for this community.
Congratulations, Pa.
Where you go with Howard, he knows where the best steak is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we got to be there at 7 o'clock because they got ribeye steaks. I forgot to say that. It's a big deal,
Yeah.
having a steak.
Yeah.
Where are we going to have our steak tonight? What time are we going to eat? We got to get there. Oh, golly. He knows a lot of good eating places. That supports cattle business. We
Yeah.
got to get that meat price up, so we're going to have a steak. That's the truth.
He even had one of the waiters. He said, "Hey, go back and look at the box and see where that came from."